we've had a few connection issues today, guys. I've been waiting for it to turn on, so I took off to get my pen in the other room, and it finally turned on. Excuse me. Let's just do that. Hi all, and welcome to Crochet Designs. Mary's a little unorganized. Well, we were having some connection issues getting on, but we're finally on. I'm going to drop this a little bit. That's better. Hi, Laurie. First one in, first served, best dressed. You know the usual stuff. And then we've got Middle, and then we've got Green Butterfly. They're all coming on now. We had a lot of connection issues getting on, guys, but we're here. We're here. Oh, look what I forgot. Just talk amongst yourselves, guys. Oh, yes, we're doing a makeup live. Ready? I've done this before, haven't I? Oh, it's very nice. Oh, look at that. Are you watching, guys? This is how I do it. I don't want you to see me white, so I'll put this on. They won't know I've done it. There's all my makeup here. Hi all. She's very naughty today. We're already having a naughty day. Now what we're going to do, guys, is pop our live chat on, or our or chat on. Make sure you have that on before continuing. For those of you who didn't log on at the very beginning, you didn't see me do my face makeup. Well, I only did my blush. I already had the rest on. Hi, Wendy. I'm going to talk to you in a moment. Hello, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. Who have I missed? You had to refresh the page. I've had a lot of issues getting on today, guys. So if we lose connection, well, we lose connection. Hopefully we don't. All right. So lots to discuss today. Guess what went up yesterday? How exciting. No, it wasn't yesterday. Let's try Monday. Monday. Oh, by the way, can you see what I'm wearing today, guys? This was the original Halloween vest. The original vest that I made for Halloween a few years ago. And you've seen me wear the other vest. It's exactly the same as this in the multicolored and the blue, yeah? This is what I was going to create on the channel, but no one could see the black. So I did it in the multicolored with the blue so people could see it, yeah? And I've lost all the chat. Hi, Raylene. Hello, everyone. Hi, Sam. Oh, lurking and knitting. Achoo. Oh, that allergy. Sam, stop that. I love both of those vests. Well, look, the only thing with this vest, I've worn it a lot more, so it's starting to get a bit fluffy. That's what happens to cotton. It gets a bit yucky. I got to tell you, I have not found a cotton that I like. And Green Butterfly says water time. I must say I need it because I was stressing out before the live that the connection wasn't on. I went over to check it and grab my pen and come back, and it was on. So I don't know how long it was on for, but cheers, everyone. I needed that. All right. So moving right along, guys, we uploaded the vest, and as you can see, I've got a gazillion ends. You will not, did I say vest? Let's try top. You will not have all these ends if you don't cut your thread. Remember, it's a self-striping yarn. It's not necessary to cut. I cut because I didn't like, and you can even see with some of these little marks right here. These are little marks from the cotton, like they run into the cotton. It really annoys me. This is why I like to literally grab my own colors and make my own colors, because this really annoys me. Look at that. That's not a hole. It looks like a hole, but it's actually not. It's colors. Well, that one might be a hole. No, it's just a bad stitch, but it's the color combinations that change into it. And when you get closer, let me show you that bit that really annoyed me. I don't have one stitch. I don't have one round. I've lost a round. I've got to make another round. But let me show you this one. Where's the one that I was really annoyed by? Oh, that was it right there. Right there. See right there? It's got like, you probably can't tell, but I can tell. Where is it now? I can't tell. She's lying, guys. Is that the one? Is that it? Oh, Mary, you're lying. Here it is. No, that is it. Right there. You can't tell, but you can. Like you will. Even there, you can see little bits of colour. I don't like it. I really don't like it. So up there, there's an orange in the middle of my pink don't even get me started. However, the very next project, that's Wendy's project, that same kind of cotton, literally, it's the same cotton. It's the Karen Cakes cotton. And Wendy's one was, and still is, boho floral. Wendy's is boho. I haven't got it here because I've used it, but I'm going to show you a little bit that's going to be on the short after the live. At some stage tonight after the live, there's going to be a short on this project, and it's a relatively big project. It's going to look like that. Well, look, it's not a small project, but it's not a big one. So that's all you get. Sorry, Wendy. But actually, I've done a reel or a short, if you will. It's going up on Instagram, up on Facebook, and up on YouTube after the live. What? Directly after. When I say directly, you give me like 15 minutes or 20 minutes or even half an hour, because it takes me that long. I'm pretty slow in that area. Now let's go all the way back to lots of people have been saying things. We've done water time, yes, but we'll do it again in a minute. Middle says, I just have to get the yarn for the top down top, then I can get started. Hi, Fluffy Kitten, lovely to have you here. All right, so I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like, let's put it this way. You can wear this item, and it's a wearable. What? In summer, right? So those of you overseas who have summer now, you can make yours now. For the Australians, you need to make at least 5 or 6 of these so that you can gift these for Christmas. That's all I'm saying. They're popular now, again. That's all I'm going to say about that. And Green says water again. Cheers, everyone. Let's have another drink. Cheers. All right. So, Wendy, your project has been recorded and it's on ready for editing. So hopefully I'll finish editing that tomorrow and you will see it tomorrow night. However, worst comes to worst, it goes up Friday morning. Yeah. But at this stage, it's looking good for Thursday night because it's all recorded. It just needs to be edited, and it does need a photo. And I need to go outside to do the photo. Something like this actually does look pretty in that yarn. Whereas the top that we're making, for me, I like my color coordination to be perfect. As you can see, I'm really into making sure all the color is in the right spot. Did you get the storm from Adelaide yet? We haven't. You know what, Fluffy? We got a little bit of wind. For those of you who don't know this overseas, we're going through dust storms and all sorts of wind storms here. And we got a little bit of wind one night, and it was like, I reckon maybe 10 minutes, and it was gone. See ya. Bye-bye. And I'm not complaining. And they keep saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It hasn't hit Glenroy or Melbourne as it should. It may have hit the Victorian, the countryside area of Victoria. Like that's where things get hit the most, but we haven't been hit yet. And I make sure all my shutters are down for the windows. That's all I can do here. We don't have big trees too close to our house anymore because the neighbours bulldozed his down so they can build units on his block. Thank you. We do have one at the back. Maybe that could come down into the backyard, but nothing to go on the roof. So I'm pretty happy about that. But we lock down, we shut down everything. We've got shutters, you know, the ones where you press a button, everything shuts down. It's like Fort Knox. And you can't get in or out of the house. And that's where I'm trapped. So if the storm hits, don't you love it? That's where I'm trapped. If the storm hits, I'm assuming I'd be safe as long as the roof doesn't fall in. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, well, that's terrible. We'll do a live. Hi, I'm on the floor. No. So moving right along, it hasn't hit, to be fair, Fluffy. I hope that everyone is safe in Adelaide that we know of in Adelaide. I hope they're safe. I hope our subscribers are safe there. Wendy says thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up cost you guys absolutely nothing. And it does show YouTube. You want to see more of this? You want to see more of, oh, that's too much information there. And you want to see more of this? Well, you can see this because we're all working on this at the moment. So it's very exciting. Now, part 2 of this will, let's try part 3. Part 3 of this will not be uploaded till next week. It's given me some time to work on what we want to do for the sleeves and what we're going to do for the base. And as you know, I'm not going to do anything new. It'll be something that we have created on the channel before in different ways. It may not have been in a top. It might have been in a blanket. It might have been in a skirt. Could have been in anything that we've created on the channel. Well, maybe not a skirt, because the skirt that we made on the channel was Granny Square skirt. But we did do a few rounds of whatever to tighten up that waistband area. But it was a Granny Square skirt, that one. All right, so moving right along. She's totally sidetracked. Hi, Luana. Lovely to have you here, hun. Oh, and everyone's getting on. Oh, this is wonderful. We had a bit of hail and high tide flooding down Portland way. Okay, so hopefully you're safe there, Wendy. I'll go wait you. No, I'll go where middles. I'm not sure. I'll go wait you know where middles. I'm not sure what you mean there. Ray Laurie. Hi, Sherry B. Hello. Where I live yesterday, we had a ammonia leak. Oh, what is that? I've never heard of that. Actually. You'll have to explain that to me. Middle, what that means. I don't know what that means. Maybe we don't get it here. It was fun. Rain on rain, tides so high. Not that fun if it gets close to your windows at the house. No, we don't want that. Mary, did you cut your hair? No, it's just wet. It's just not wet. It's dead. There's nothing. I didn't do anything. Usually I go like this to it when I shower. You ready? And today I didn't do anything. How's that? Did it work? Did it fluff? That's better. Now I look like a puppy dog. Hello, I'm a little puppy dog. No, she looks like a dog. Hey, don't call me a dog, but dogs are cute. I don't mind being a dog. And I think I've got too much mousse in it today because it's just flat. How's that? I have to straighten it soon because, you know, you say, did I cut it? But I do have to take a few of these yuckies. They're like 10,000 split ends on one end. It's madness. Plus, it's at the back. That's all it is. It's just tied up the back. Not tied up. It's just blah. I'm having a bad hair day, okay? Don't upset me. Okay, that's enough sulking. Moving right along, ammonia is a type of gas. A fertilizer plant in my area of town had a leak yesterday. The air smelled gross. Oh gosh, I hope it's safe on you. Like, I hope you don't get ill from it. Yuck. Yeah, we're all good, says Wendy. That's great. Good on you, Yvonne. What did Yvonne say? Me too, Fluffy. Yes, everyone's safe. Okay, everyone's happy and safe. That's what we need to know. Yeah, it does sound a bit severe. Kind of looks like koala ears, which is cute. Oh, thanks, Middle. I knew I had a friend in the live. Get back over here on my left. If you didn't know this, the lovely Middle sits right here. I tell you what, Middle, if you were ever in Australia, we could park your little wheelchair right here. I don't know, we might be able to fit it. We'll move the table from all over the world, like I say, Australia, New Zealand. In fact, people on our live today, Australian, New Zealand, Canada, US, UK. Who else is on? That's not any one of those countries that I just mentioned. I don't know all your states and all your little towns, but I do know your countries if you tell me. If you don't tell me, I can't write those countries down, and I never know. There are lots of other countries that are with us, but I mean on our live today, the amount of countries on our live today are those ones right there. Very exciting. All right, so let's have another drink, and then we'll talk about what's happening for the rest of the week. We're going to have a lot of rain. Oh, we said that already. Cheers. Excuse me. Mary, leave the room if you're going to cough like that. Cheers. I have noticed that I've been coughing like that a lot over the past few days. So fingers crossed it's only a very minor cough. Usually when I do that, I know I'm sick, but I don't feel sick. So hopefully it's just a very minor cough, like a little bit of a bug, that kind of thing. And then it kind of goes away after a day or so. Oh, fingers crossed. She says that she's not sure. I've lost all the chat. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Look how this is driving me nuts. Buffering. I told you we had a lot of issues here. Are we back? Am I back on? And again, we back on? Please tell me if we're back on. You're cutting in and out. We're back. Oh, we're back. Let's see how long this lasts. I can see it slowing down. Oh, we are having connection issues. I knew we would. I knew we would because it took me ages to get on this afternoon. Please let me know if you can't hear me now and we may have to call it. Hopefully we'll be okay. Just you can hear me or you can't. Cutting in and out, Mary, a lot. You're back. Okay. Am I back permanently? Like, can you really hear me or are we still cutting in and out? Oh, I don't know. I'll just keep refreshing like the chat. When I refresh the chat, it kind of fixed things up a little bit. Okay, we are having some issues. Yes, okay. We're okay, are we? Oh, okay, we're okay now. We're getting there. I tell you, and you know what the worst part is? There's no one home. So no one's using any internet or the connection at all. I'm only having a tiny bit of static once in a while. I've lost all messages, but you're working. Okay, you know how you can check your messages? Just get out of your messaging and then go back into it. Sometimes it comes back that way. I don't know. Had to refresh. So a lot of people have had to refresh. I cannot hear you, Mary. Oh, well. Everybody else can. Green. Green, can you refresh your page? Refresh. Refresh. I don't know if you can't hear me. Read my lips. Refresh. I don't know what to do. Shall I get off and come back on again? Look, it'll take me too long to do that. We are having a lot of issues. Let's try that again. Can everybody else hear me? Just say yes if you can hear me. Please say yes. I'm not sure if anyone can. We might have to get off. Go, Queensland Maroons. I'm not sure what that's all about. Okay. All right. The video is fuzzy and not matching, but now all good. Okay, we're back, are we? It's the weird weather affecting the transmission. You're fine now. Okay, thank you. Hi, Margaret. Didn't see you get on there. Hi, honey. How are you? Everything is now okay here. Refresh works by Try It, says Fluffy. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone's saying yes, 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 yes. We're good now. But you know, I don't understand. You might be the weather, actually. It's been overcast for most of the day, and it did like spit a little bit. So I assumed we were going to get a lot of rain by now, but clearly nothing. Again, not that I'm complaining, but we do need the wet weather. We do need water. We need rain. But I'm just annoying because this is going to like not rain, and then it's going to rain all at once where our nothing will be able to cope with it, and that's when floods come in. Your storm's arriving looks like. Yuck. Well, I'm home for the night, so it can do what it likes outside. I'm just going to stay here and crochet. And I already said to everyone, we've got candles, no candles, right? We make sure your phones and everything's charged, and we'll use the phones for lighting to find the candles. We haven't used candles in ages, but you know, you never know. Just in case the power goes out, you really need candles. Worst comes to worst, I can use those scented ones that everybody gifts me that I never use. You know how many of those scented candles I get? I get so many of them. I thought I never use them. But you know what? We may have to light up all the candles if we lose power. It can happen. The only thing with losing power, oh, you're going, are you, Green? We'll see you soon, darling. You take care. The only thing with using candles is, you know, the scent in the house. 10 different scents everywhere. We've had rain a few weeks ago. We had overland flooding at least once already. The problem is it stays dry for too long. Melbourne's heading into a drought. People keep saying we're already in it, but I'm not sure. But we're heading into it. Angela, hi Angela. She's a lovely, lovely lady who's doing our top. I hope everyone's going well with the top. Again, if there's any issues, please private message me with any problems. I know you can leave public messages as well if you like. And I know that someone did leave a public message saying that I don't have that yarn, but I have another yarn and it's more than 100 grams worth. Can I use half of that or this and that? And I said yes. So, you know, if you've got any questions about the top, please let me know. Hi, Catherine. Lovely to have you here. I cannot hear you going. Oh, you're going, are you? Green, refresh your page. Refresh. Green. Got a few heavy clouds coming over right now. We really need the rain down here. Farmers are selling off their cows as they have no feed down here where Wendy is. I know. Look, we are struggling with with rain this year, especially here in Melbourne as well, wherever, I'm not sure where you're from again, but we are struggling. We really are struggling, but hopefully we get rain soon. We don't want our farmers selling off things. We need our farmers. We need them. We need them. Everyone have a quick drink and we will talk about what's happening for the rest of the week. Cheers, everyone. All right. Like I said, after the live at some stage, if we don't lose connection with the storms, some stage between, I don't know what it is, 5:30 or 7 by the time I get off the live, you will see a short on Wendy's project, which looks something, oh, she's giving too much away now. Something like that. Oh no, it doesn't fit in my hands. That's how big it is. I'm squashing it right up. It's going to be squashed now. I need it nice and I don't need it squashed. Excuse me. Talk about yourselves. No. So you will see a short on Wendy's project. When I say Wendy's project, it's Wendy's color combination of our Karen cakes. And we're having a bit of a Karen cakes theme at the moment, aren't we, guys? So Wendy's color combination, her color combination looks good with this project. This particular project I've not made on the channel before, have always wanted to make one. It's done, it's dusted, it just needs editing. Look, I tell a lie, 3/4 of it is edited. The only part that's not edited is the final part where there's border rounds and maybe weaving in ends and things like that. That's the only part that's not edited, but everything else has been edited. So really all I'll need to do is finish off the base editing, which is I think is 20 minutes worth or 15 minutes worth. It's probably an hour's worth of editing, but it's 15 minutes worth. Raylene calls it as a bucket hat. You might be right. You might be right, Raylene. You might be right. I don't know. Could be a lollipop. She's being silly now, don't you think? It could be a sock, just one. It could be a glove, just one. Could be a bucket hat. I don't know. I am so naughty, guys, but I'll tell you what, you'll see the first part of it and you're probably just looking at it as Raylene has done, you'll probably work it out, right? So the bonus is there's something gorgeous coming tomorrow night and that is that project right there using Karen Cakes cotton. Very exciting. I wasn't sure whether to make it in the Karen Cakes cotton because it's a 10-ply or a 4-weight overseas. I like to make things in the 8-ply cotton or a 3-weight. But we did it in this cotton just for fun. You will see it tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Mary's lost a plot again. Mary always loses a plot. Who is this Mary anyway? Oh, it's me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Middle. Water time, says Green. Cheers. All right. So moving right along. Thursday, you're getting Wendy's project. Friday, if Wendy's project doesn't go up Thursday, which it should, it'll go up Friday. If it doesn't go up Friday, but it's gone up Thursday, then Friday, which I've already started creating, Wendy's second project, another color combination that Wendy chose. Now, I'm going to go through all my color combinations. I'm pretty sure I've done them all. In fact, I might do that now. Let's mark them off. We'll use a black. All right. Bonnie's is the blushing melon. I'm going to mark that off because we're doing that now. That's our top down top. So we're doing that now. Linda's was the blue and orange. We did that guy right there, the two-toned coaster. We did that. And who's the other one? Wendy's is the boho floral, which we're doing now. Not Wendy. Linda was the boho. Try that again. Linda was this one. Come on, Mary, you can do this. Wendy's is the boho, whatever people are thinking it is. And then Wendy's got a green color as well, which I have to make something in green, which I say I have to, but I've started something today. Just had a bit of a play, and I'll start recording tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be ready to upload on Friday. That's that. And I'm just trying to see who else. There's one more person who's already... Luana. Luana's is the red there. All right. And I think that's it. That's it for our subscribers. Live antics, I think it is. So there you go. Excuse me. Let's have a look. Well, you do need to work on a lollipop prop to perform your good shit lollipop song. Oh, we should say that very fast now, shouldn't we, Fluffs? I dare you to say it fast, right in front of the mirror, and see how funny it looks. You have the leg warmers. I have leg warmers. That's hilarious. Thanks, Fluffs. I feel like I hit the jackpot color competition. You know what, Wendy? You're very lucky. You had the wasn't 2 weeks in a row. It was 1 week. Then someone else went up, and then it was the second week, I think. So it was the week. It was in between week. So you have 2 projects coming up. One tomorrow and one Friday. You hit the jackpot. Too bad it doesn't come with like $1 million. Can I have it? Listen to me. She comes with $1 million. How come she gets it? Do I need to give you a hint of what I need to discuss with you on my life? Yes, says Fluffs. All right. So quick heads up, you are getting Wendy's tutorial Thursday, Wendy's tutorial Friday, maybe, or it won't come till Tuesday next week. And Thursday of next week, guess what you're getting? I think it's time. I think it's time. And to be fair, I started recording it today. The 12-step transition blanket. Step number 6. Now, I think it's time. Let's have a look. So today's Wednesday, the 28th. It is time. Next Thursday. I'm glad I started recording it today. I started this afternoon, and I got the first 2 rows in, which you already know. You already know what the 2 rows are. They're the same in every step. They may change. No, they won't change. It's the same in every step. I have to do it the same. It's part of transitioning into the next pattern. So once you see those 2 rows of double crochet, you know you're transitioning into the next pattern. Now the next pattern, heads up, 1 stitch, 1 row, all the way up. That's it. It's a pattern that you can do sitting in front of that box thing. What's it called? TV. And that's, oh, hi, I got a super chat from Angela. Hi, Angela. Thank you so much for that super chat. It's very well received. You know where it's going. Somebody always puts it into this. I thank you very much. So thank you very much, Angela. It's well received. And Angela, if you didn't know this, guys, Angela has not just done so many projects with us. She's also showing me on Instagram. She's showing me private messaging. Plus, she's showing on her own Instagram account the step that she's going through for her 12-step blanket, for her top-down top. So she's doing pictures and showing them on her Instagram account and telling people to come over to Wow Crochet Designs and check it out, because that's what it's all about, guys. Share the love. Show people if they want to make something that they can make it too, because, you know, this is our craft. I've got to say, with us here at YouTube and everywhere else around social media, when it comes to our craft, the crocheters, we know what we're doing. Like, we know what we're doing. We give it to you. We always give back to our community. That's what we do with crocheters. Okay, I like your top. Oh, hello, Karen. Karen, another Karen, spelt different, but hello, welcome. You are new to our channel. You like this top? This is was our Halloween vest. Yeah, with the little ribbing down the base, ribbing on the sleeves, ribbing on the neck. We did this for Halloween. Oh, it might have been 2 years ago now. I didn't use the black and white. We did this on YouTube here. At the end of the live, I can actually post a link to that video in the on the post. Let's try that again, on our post board or our community board, and you can check it out. But we did it in a different color. We made it in blue and a multicolored color so that you could see the stitches on YouTube, because black was very hard to see on YouTube. So I ended up with 2 tops, this one and the multicolored top, which is good. So there you go. Well, welcome, Karen. Lovely to have you here. Not your stitch antics. Okay. Yes, everyone's saying, oh, we're all taught. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there you go. All right. So beautiful. Angela she does share the love. Share the love, guys, because at the end of the day, this is what we're here for. We're here to produce beautiful crochet so that you can produce beautiful crochet. All right. So yes, not tomorrow, but Thursday week, we are getting step 6 of our 12-step transition blanket. Get excited, guys. That one is a basic one. Do it in front of the television and just keep going. The rows will take a while. Now, let me talk to you about step 6. I have been talking in the video about this part of step 6. If you didn't know this, step 6 is flat bang in the middle of our blanket. First 5 steps, then you've got the middle of the blanket, and then you get your colors up the top. So you go your cream, I can't show you because I'm halfway through. Your cream, your yellow, and whatever it was until the maroon. Once the maroon is done, you go back to your red, orange, whatever, and the cream up the top. So it's almost like it's a mirror image of the last 5 months, but you're using different stitches. Now, in that tutorial, I also mentioned if you wanted to just recreate the first 5 steps, you can. There's no rules to say you can't do it. However, you'll miss out on the next five patterns. So that's it. There are options for you. I give you options and you can decide what you want to do, yeah? And I've lost all the chat. And here we go. Yes, okay. So that's what we're doing next week. So Tuesday next week, if we don't get Wendy's tutorial in on Friday, it'll go up on Tuesday. Wendy's first, I can't believe Wendy got 2. Wendy's first pattern will be up tomorrow, definitely. If not tomorrow, definitely by Friday at the least. It should be up tomorrow because it's all done, right? If we don't get Wendy's Friday pattern up, that'll go up on Tuesday. The tutorial will go up on the blanket will go up on Thursday, and then Friday, guess what? First of the month, we need to do, well, first Friday of the month, we need to do a video vlog. Already it's caught up with us. Angela, hi Angela. Mary, on old account, it's crazy. Okay, well, lovely to have you here, hun. Angela is Crazy Poppy Lady, as we know her. It's not crazy that she's on an old account. That's who she is saying she is, Crazy Poppy Lady. So we've got 2 Angelas on at the moment. Angela Wood is Crazy Poppy Lady. Just in case people didn't know that. So I was just talking, Angela, about numerous items. Actually, we're talking about our 12-step transition blanket, which I can't show you because that is actually, I'm in the process of doing step 6. So it's very exciting. And Green says, water time. Cheers, everyone. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the top down top. Now, on Saturday, a lot of people were giving me options like they want to see maybe capelet sleeves, fishtail sleeves, A-line flare of our top down top. They want to see different types of things. If there's anything you'd like to see me create with our top down top, whether it's a different pattern that you'd like to see go down, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll create whatever I feel like it. And I can, depends on what I'm feeling like on the day. I'll say, right, I'm feeling like a double crochet day. That's it. That's all they're getting. I'm feeling like a V-stitch day. They're just getting V-stitches. I'm feeling like a flower day. Let's do something florally. You know, it just depends on the mood that I'm in on the day when I'm creating the dress part. And I call it a dress part because your top will finish around there and then you'll just have it go down flare. Those of you were saying A-line. Some of you said, you know, flare it out a little bit so it covers all our bibs and bobs everywhere. Bibs and bobs, bumps and humps and lumps and all sorts of things that happen when you're over 29. Where's the crickets? That sort of stuff. All that happens when you're over 29. Moving right along. Missed all the chat again. It just doesn't work for me today, this chat. It's crazy. It hasn't been on for a while. Yes, I've been watching since the start on Poppy account. It's just wonky not letting me leave a message. A lot of people are having problems with the connection today, guys. I had a lot of problems connecting. Green Butterfly says no skirt. No skirt. What do you mean by no skirt, Green? It is a top-down top. So from there, it goes like that. Is that what you mean, Green? What do you mean? Explain it to me, darling. I'll make sure I don't do anything that people don't want. But, you know, it always depends on the moment And I'm sitting on something. You didn't see that. Mary, do I put the stitch marker in the last stitch or the beginning stitch? Always at the big, uh, what do you mean? You mean, let's have a look what we've got here. Oh, da, 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 da. Okay, I put the stitch marker just on that last stitch. What do you mean? You mean in this, the top or the blanket? Please talk to me. Talk to me. All I want is a little conversation. Gee, that's a funny song, a nice old song. The mouse. I know, right? Sorry, I'm like, oh, Camille. Hi, Camille. No A-line skirt. Oh, you don't want A-line skirt. Green. Ooh, I've had a lot of A-line skirt. Do you want flare? How about a flare skirt? Do we want flare? Oh, both. Okay. Well, with your top-down top, I've just put the stitch in the chain so that I don't lose my thread, right? But you will need to pop that stitch marker. Let me try that again, Mary. I put the stitch marker in the last loop, the last stitch we made, right? Just so that I don't lose my stitch. But when you're ready to work, it always goes in the top third chain from those 3 chains. You chain 3, you pop your stitch marker in that third chain. Kiss sing that song, Look, Talk to Me. Did they sing that song? Did Kiss sing it? All I want is a little conversation. Wasn't someone else singing that song? Didn't someone else sing that song? Was it Kiss? I can't remember. I mean, the 80s was not my era. I was going to say such a long time ago. I do stitch marker in my last stitch. Okay. Oh, I see. Yes. There's a lot of people. No, I'm sorry. You're right. There's a lot of people who put a stitch marker in their last stitch rather than their first stitch. I get that. Yvonne, was that the guy with the huge nose? What's the most popular choice right now at the moment, Mary? Popular choice. Oh, I see. You mean in a flare, whether we want flare or whether we want A-line. Well, if we don't do A-line, the next best thing is flaring it, making it, like flary. If you do it straight down, it's up to you. If you want it straight down, that's fine. Might show bibs and bobs. You never know. My friend puts them in both. Okay, I do admit to doing this, and maybe in the, I think it is in this tutorial, I put the larger stitch marker in the first stitch to remind me that's the slip stitch, and these small ones go everywhere else. Okay, I don't know if that helped. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that actually in the tutorial when we created that, yeah? No, I don't think so, Fluffy. I hate flare for a skirt, for a shirt. Well, look, we kind of need to agree on the top. And I don't know, I'm getting people saying A-line. I got people say flare it, make it bigger, make it straight. What do you want to see, guys? Because at the end of the day, I'm creating for you. I will wear anything. As you can see, I'll wear anything. As long as it's crocheted, I will wear it. Well, no, not anything. Especially not Marty's shorts. I won't wear that. Well, there is a limit to what I wear. Can't we just gradually increase if we want it loose at the bottom? Camille, we could do that. Okay, we could do that. Maybe I should just make it the way I want and say, you guys do this and I'm going to try this. If anybody wants to do this, you can do this with me as well. How about we do that? Yeah, I do stitches in both. When doing rows in the round, I put it in the first stitch. Who says that? Middle. When I'm in the round, I always place it in that top stitch. Yes, what Camille said. All right. Well, look, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just do a gradual increase so it can sit on us with a gentle flare, like a gentle one, a soft flare, not a real flare with all the florals and all the things that go with it, just a gentle movement. How's that? Like you said, add 1 stitch at the end of the round, 2 stitches. We're going to probably work, where am I working? It'll happen, I'll be working at the side seam. So either add 1 stitch there, 1 stitch there, maybe 1 in the middle. I haven't decided. 1 on every 6th stitch, maybe, on the odd occasion. We could do that. I believe it will end up even, the stitches in the round. That doesn't matter. No, it does matter. When you are increasing, if you aren't increasing in the right spot, your top can look weird. Like a tunic top. Let me write the words down. And what I do is I go through and just check all the types of tops, right? And then I'll just pick one that looks simple, yeah? I do mind a bit of looseness, but not a huge flare. Okay, that's all right. We probably won't have a huge flare anyway. I was thinking for my personal one that I wanted, all I wanted it was just to move a little bit in the round, where it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. You've got, oh, hang on, here we go. Let's do it with this top. You've got your top like this. This is just a straight down top, right? I wanted the same, but with a tiny little bit of gentle bumps. Just a little bit, not a lot, but we could make it just like this if you want. We can just make it straight. It's entirely up to you guys. At the end of the day, you're going to wear it. But like someone said, I could give you the option to make it one way, and then I can say, right, if anybody wants to make it with a little bit of flair, then this is what you can do. We can do that too. Like maybe every fifth round we can add a few. It doesn't work that way. You kind of have to do it gradually, yeah? You can't just assume 5 rounds later. You can't just go like that and then whoop, and then just like whoop. It just doesn't work. You like it straight. All right, we can see what we can do. A gentle, with a little bit of movement. Just say we're not looking like this. You ready? We don't want to look like that. I did that live. I can't believe it. A gradual increase towards the bottom is what I'm going for. Absolutely, Camille. I think I agree with that, to be fair. Just a gradual one where it looks like it fits and it fits nicely rather than very tight and stuck to our body. At the end of the day, some of us have the extra, I don't know, we like to keep an extra stomach just for more room. Some of us like to have an extra hip for more room. I don't know. Do you like that? Fluffy likes when I do silly things, don't you, Fluffs? She likes to laugh at me, don't you, Fluff? I haven't had a funny video for a while. Shall I pop one out? Shall we do a funny video? I might do a bit of funny video on Wendy's one, tomorrow's one. I've got some time to jump outside and hang upside down and, you know, maybe with the hose. What you're talking about. I'm going to crochet my blanket in a solid colour in blue. Thank you, Yvonne, because actually initially a blanket like this that transitions into a next pattern is usually done in a solid colour. It's not usually done in multicolours. I did it for visual purposes so that you guys can see the difference, but something like that where it's changing from one pattern to another with your 2 rows double crochet, that shows you you're transitioning into the next pattern. You don't need to have multicolours for that, yeah? Extra fluff, says Fluffy Kitten. Yes, and a few extra spare hips just in case you're missing one. Yeah, why not? I've got a bit of a tummy and hips. I'm a curvy girl, and most of us, you know, over 29, not all of us, but most of us are quite curvy. Having extra stuffing, I'm carrying a 5-kilo bag. I'm the bag. I'm your 5-kilo bag. What'd you call me back? Fluffy Kitten, there you go. She's having a bit of a yes, yes, yes. She wants to see funny. All right, we can do that. We can do that. The top you did in that blue yarn that just had the straps turned out very flared at the bottom for me. That's why I don't want to wear it. Oh, you think that was flare? Oh, that's odd. I thought it was okay. Well, fair enough. Wendy. Yes, Wendy's laughing. Everyone's laughing. They're all laughing. Middle says, I'm curvy, but it's because I'm missing a hip. Okay, well, I think I've got your hip. Someone's given me an extra one, apparently. No, I've got this like little extra. It's true. This is a fact because we had issues when I was in my 20s. It's a little bone that runs over the hip and under the coccyx bone. Right, it's a spare, apparently. No one else has it. I'm just lucky like that. So I've got a little, it goes around the right hip and runs under the back. Being 29 is a little outdated, don't you think, from Auntie T? Auntie T's back in the house. Oh my gosh, we haven't seen you like 100 years. Or maybe 110. Hi, Auntie T. Lovely to have you here. I can't say anything naughty now. Auntie T's here. Got to be good. Do you know when we were in grade 5 at school, which was, like 15 years ago, whenever the principal would walk in, we'd have to put our hands like this and keep them straight on the table, back straight. Oh, that was a local area too. It wasn't even in a private school. It was a public school. I'm extra fluffy because the ungrateful kids. Oh, I love that one, Fluffs. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, right, says Auntie T. My disability caused 2 dislocated hips. Only one was operated on, other disintegrated over 22 years. Okay. And I just got a spare one just for fun. And I remember I had so many problems in my early 20s, and I went to physio and all sorts of weird things, and I think they ended up giving me cortisone injections and all sorts of weird things just to get the problem sorted out. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm early 20s and I've got this hip problem. What do I do? And then they took x-rays and realized that all it was a little bit of fluid on the hip. And because I've got that extra bone that runs through the back of the right hip and under the coccyx bone, with a bit of fluid there, it's a lot of pressure. So they just gave me some, injections, and then I was better for a little while. The only problem I'll have with it is if I put too much weight on or I do a lot of sitting. So I haven't had any problems since like this, but it's because I use the hips a lot now. So you have to walk, you have to do things, You've got to get off the that end. Do things, apparently. Who knew? So yeah, it was a big issue in my early 20s. I haven't had a problem since. Yeah, Auntie T's in the house. Haven't seen you for 100 years. She's been busy. Like, aren't we all busy, guys? Let's have a drink. Speaking of which, cheers, Auntie T. I feel like if you just told me how often to increase and how many, I would custom it for me. Well, look, to be fair, Camille, I'll probably increase on mine. So I will give everyone the option to just go straight down if they want. It's entirely up to them. But for me, I will increase. So you can just come along with me. Just follow along with me, Camille. And to be fair, I haven't even decided what stitch I'm going to use, because it makes a difference. If you're using just a basic double crochet, then you've got to increase at the beginning right up the top, because you've got to allow, like sometimes when you do your underarms here, like I'll put it on so I can show you what I mean and you can understand the concept of it. We'll put it on. That's the concept of a top-down top, right? The concept is to get it like that to a step. Oh, I'm trying to get it down now. Oh, give me 1 second while I get it all sorted out. Like that. And then from here, I've got another round to do. Sorry, guys. One more round, yeah? From here, you've got to make the chains across there and attach to the other side. And then you've got to do your stitches in the round. Now, if it was up to me, for my size, right, because I'm heavily chested, right, that would not fit me properly. It would be really tight here. I would need to add more stitches in every 4th stitch or every 2nd stitch or whatever we decide to do. But if you do a stitch that's like let's just say a V stitch, really, double crochet V stitch, just to give you an option, and you did it in every 2nd stitch, yeah, and in the first round you did it in every stitch, that would be way too full, which is what you want, because as you start growing your piece without increasing, the increase will already be there. It'll just keep growing in its flare. I hope that made sense, guys. Yeah. It seems we're back to normal. We're back to normal with, no, we're not. We're still having connection issues. Hopefully we can hang it out. Too much info. I'm feeling who she reminds me of your nail story. My nails. Oh yeah, don't talk about that. Your drink does not fool me. It's only water, Auntie T. It's only water. How many chains did you start with? You'll have to watch the video, Auntie T. It depends. Each size has its own chain. So what happens is extra small to medium had 1 set of chains. Large to 2 extra large had another set of chains. And then 3 extra large to 5 extra large, excuse me, they had their own chains. So you needed to choose the chains that your size is in. Don't assume that you are an extra large or you're a large or you're a small. Have a look at the size measurements in the description box down below of that video, because those measurements are not, from those of you from Australia, they're not our kind of measurements. They're the main measurements that is made for crochet. That video was just uploaded a couple of days ago, Auntie T. Very last video you see actually on the channel. Very first video you see, if you think about it. If you work that way, it's the very last one that I did. That one there, right at the very beginning, tells you how many chains to do, tells you where to do your corners. And it's a basic stitch where you just, and the best part about it is the only measurements you will need is from there to there. Once that section is done, you will not need measurements anymore. Once you've attached your sleeves, which we're going to do together in part 3, and it'll only be like a few seconds, and then you can put your first double crochet round on, and if you want to change the dress to suit you, you can change it after that. It's entirely up to you. You won't need count anymore after that. The rest is easy. Only you need to make sure you've got that part right and it's not too tight. Otherwise, the rest of your outfit's going to be tight, because I'm going to start my first round off already with the flare. But it's, when I say already with the flare, it's not, you're not going to see the flare. You're just going to see it. It's really hard to explain. I'd have to do a top down to explain it to you, yeah? You guys are pushing me. You're giving me stress on the live. You're giving me stress on the live. Who do I have to throw? Let's get the camera and throw it across the room. I have one more row and my yoke is done. That's what I'm saying. I'm one round short. I need to do another round for my size, yeah? And actually, when I was doing the tutorial, I finished. I thought, great, I finished. Then I counted and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm one round short. So I thought I was finished, but I need another round. Yeah, there you go. Well, I don't want to go yet, but I have to work in a few hours, so I should get some shut on. You better get some sleep, young lady. Young lady, young middle. If you have to go to work tomorrow, get some sleep. I don't know. Someone keeps keeping her up this late. I don't know who it is. It's not me. Oh, middle, get some sleep, darling. We'll see you soon. So there you go. So that's our top-down top. That's the top that we've been waiting for quite some time now. And once that front bit is done, the rest is up to you. To be fair, I keep saying the word V-stitch. To be fair, would love to do a V-stitch, double crochet V-stitch. And then if you want to flare it out a bit, you can add some chains in it eventually further down, and add some more chains and add some chains to the sides, add some more V-stitches to the side. Many ways you can do this. Add extra V-stitches on every 4th stitch or something like that in the future. As we go along, you could do that. But while crochet is on, I can't sleep. Oh, good on you, Camille. So there are many ways you can adjust your pattern to suit. So if we did do a double crochet V-stitch, I can tell you how you can increase yours so that you can have yours larger. Hi, first timer from Austin, Texas. Rip it and sew it. I love your name. Welcome to Wow Crochet Designs live on Wednesdays. Well, we usually have it Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays is always 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time, which happened exactly 1 hour ago. So for next time, if you want to get on, know that it's 1 hour away from now. And Saturday mornings is 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time again. Marry that up with your country. And Vimma's in the house. Hi, Vimma. Lovely to have you here. We've got a few people coming on now. This is an hour into our video. Well, just under an hour, actually. And so we've got a few people getting on now, which is fantastic. So quick heads up to those people who have just got on. Top down top. Part 1 and 2 has been uploaded. Part 1 was our little gauge swatch. You should have done that before this top because everyone's tension is different. Heads up, yeah? The gauge swatch was part 1 and the top is part 2, this part of the top. Thanks and rock on. Thanks, I subscribe and get notified. Good on you, Rip. Because, you know, at the end of the day, Rip, there's so many projects to come. We've done so many in the past. We've been here 7 or 8 years now. Oh, my gosh, it's been so long. But we've also going to be here forever until, you know, the heavens take me or wherever people go after they're gone. I don't know where they all go. They're probably all hanging around us. So yeah, I don't know why I got sidetracked, but there you go. So we've got part 1 and part 2 uploaded. We have a little sneak preview of this gorgeous little, I can't even fit it in my hand, but this is Wendy's oh, look at that. I nearly gave it all away. That's Wendy's color combination coming up tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. Yes. And we'll have another project on Friday. If that one is ready by tomorrow to go up, we'll have the other one on Friday. And then on Tuesday next week, we will have, what did I say? Wendy's other project, or part 2, part 3 of this. Maybe. But Thursday, we've got step 6 of our 12-step transition blanket. Get excited. We're crossing halfway. We're crossing halfway. You're going to love step 6. Very basic. It's a stitch that we've always used on Crochet Designs. It's basic. It's 1 stitch, 1 row, all the way up till step 7. And step 7, this is where things start to get a little difficult around step 7, yeah? But I'll still keep it simple enough for the new crocheter, but it will get a little difficult. You'll see some different stitches coming up from part 7 onwards, or step 7 onwards. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not always going to be simple. Step 6 will be so basic. You're doing that in front of the television. I know you are. And to keep count, just keep your stitch markers in every 10th stitch or every 20th stitch. So all you have to do is keep going and then go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right up to 129. Because that's how many stitches we have on the blanket currently. It's very exciting. Water time, says Green. Let's have some water. Cheers. We'll finish it. And finish it and refill it, guys, because why not? Oh, I nearly finished this jug. Oh, doing well today. Look at that. Doing well today, guys. Ooh, must have been a busy day. Must have been a busy day. All right, so that's what's happening on the channel for the rest of this week. Next week, as you know, it's the beginning week of the month. I don't know, the first week of the month. That's what you want to call it. I always do a video vlog that first week. However, if I run out of time that first week, because we want to get our blanket up, we want to get part 3 of our top down, top up. Have a funny feeling I might run out of time. I may actually record it this week on Friday or Thursday, because I have plenty of time in this room this week. It's empty this week. Right, next week people are coming and going. So there's no way of recording in this room next week. So at this stage, I'm going to say no, the video vlog won't go up next week. However, if I can record it over the next 2 days, I'll have it ready for next week. But I want to make sure I've finished my blanket before I start recording. So I don't know. Leave that with me. It's something to think about. We're moving right along. Cool. Are you all having water time? Fantastic. Yes, we like to drink here. It all started with me, Ripper, going through a health binge in the beginning of the year, or last year, I think it was. I'm still doing it. Yeah. Don't forget your funny video. Oh, Fluff's all right. I'll do a funny video. I don't know what to do, though. I'm starting to... Oh, you know what I need to do? Oh, my gosh. I got to find the old book. Where is it? Is it here? Let me think. I'm looking at all the tubs I've got in the round. I need to find the old book. You guys have given me tasks to do, funny tasks to do, and challenges, if you will, and I'm going to do them before the weather gets crazy. And I know that we're going to get a few mild days, but they're still cold, but I don't care. I could still do this in the cold. I don't mind, as long as it's not raining when I'm doing it, yeah? Mary has special water, but we don't mention that. That was in 2020, Fluffy, when we all needed special water. Do we remember that? That year doesn't exist. In my calendar, we've deleted it from the calendar. We don't need it. You don't need that year. It's gone. It's not necessary. And we deleted 5 months of 2021 as well, because we were indoors that time too. 5 months. 5 months straight. I'll never forget it. It was terrible times. Terrible times. That's why there's plenty of special water drank that year. That's what made me go on the special diet the year later, to get rid of all the special water drank those years. Oh, look, we get into lots of trouble here on the channel, but we do it quietly, so nobody knows. I know. You know, but nobody else knows. All 28,000 of you know, but other than that, nobody else knows. The rest of the world knows, but nobody really knows. Love that, Mary. Lost that year. That's gone. It's deleted. Bang, off the, delete, gone, in the bin, rubbish, ripped it up, out of here. You're out of here. That year, a year and a half for us here at Melbourne, Australia, the day that I went to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show to set up for the show, that was the day they said, pack up, go home. And I went, what? We just got here. I was so angry. And so I was, you know how angry I was, guys. You know, because you were here. And I tossed everything in the car. I drove home, and I'm glad I unpacked, because I thought, doesn't matter, I'll pack up after the weekend. But we actually had to leave Bendigo before the weekend was over. Yeah. We had to get back to Melbourne a certain time. Otherwise, we were stuck where we were. And I'm glad I did it, because they said if you don't pack up now and you come back next week, you'll only be able to come back when they open up again. Well, they didn't open up for 5 months. My stock would have been sitting there for 5 months. But I did pack up, and I did a special little live here where I showed everybody the projects and the items that were supposed to be on sale. I said, go to my website and buy them. Please buy them. And I made a massive loss. And it's not the loss that I made. It was the year and a half worth. Well, actually, it was more like 6 months of day and night. But a year and a half worth of creating, purchasing. I purchased bags, boxes, tubs. I did all them up pretty. I put all the patterns, designs. Everything was done. The wool was in there. The hooks, the scissors, sewing machine. Sewing machine? Let's try sewing needle. I didn't put sewing machines in every pack. Wouldn't that be funny? Everything was in there, and I was angry because, and I was extra angry when I got back to Melbourne, because I was so angry when I was unpacking that I was throwing everything in the car, and the boxes got damaged. Don't get angry, guys. Don't get angry. Get even. No, don't get even. So naughty. No, it was very hard. So I've deleted that year. Delete, bang. Year and a half. Delete that half year. See you. Bye. I don't want to hear about it ever again. Stop talking about it, Mary. All right, so moving right along. Cracking me up. Well, we do have a lot of fun here. Sometimes we have too much fun, and there's a thing called the naughty corner, which is there, which should have, and I keep taking off the shelf, not putting them back, all of the yarn dyed yarn. Okay, and this one here, Fire and Ice, check it out. And there's more everywhere. Now, it should be back in there. I'm going to put it back in, because I love that Fire and Ice one, though. How gorgeous is that? And that's where I keep all the yarn dye, and we call it the naughty corner. It's not really a naughty corner. It's a fun corner. And it's a corner that if you make me laugh, I say, right, get in the naughty corner. Don't touch the good yarn. Don't touch the good yarn. Reminds me of 1+1. Yes, I know, right? Oh, I pray for everyone to be healthy and prosperous again. Yes, that's good on you, Rip It. We like you here. Love that first one. It was beautiful. But the one I want to create with on the channel, firstly, very first thing I want to create with on the channel is that. Look at the colours on that. I've only got 2 of these skeins. Maybe I can ring the company and see if I can get more from them. Hopefully, this was purchased a long time ago. So whether or not they have it, look at the colours. Are they to die for or what? 2 skeins, 100 grams each, 200 grams. It's not enough for a vest or anything. Might be enough for a cowl, but I don't wear them. You know, I want to wear this colour. I want this colour. So there. Cheers, everyone. Green says water time. Cheers. Camille, I'm not sure what I'm thinking. If I can get 2 more of these, or even 3 more, I think, we could do something like a vest or a skirt. We could do a beanie, but it's just, a beanie will be 100 grams, and then I've got another 100 grams. So I don't know. I don't know green, but look at those colours. Are they not to die for? Look at the oranges, reds, maroon, or maroon, depends on how you pronounce it. There's yellow in there. There's some orange in there. Check it out. Is it not to die for? I don't know. I really would love to contact the lady who, a wrap hooded scarf. Ooh, that would be nice. But a hooded scarf, you would need more than 200 grams again. You think about a hooded scarf. Now, I did a hooded scarf for someone. I must admit I made it was a pocket scarf as well. So I made them a hood and I did the scarf that went all the way down to just past the hips with pockets. And that took 11 skeins. No, it was 12 skeins. Pretty sure it was 100 grams each. The lady was my size, you know, so it was a larger size. So you could use less. But to be fair, this is only 100 grams. But I do like the idea of a vest. You'd like an open vest, would you, Camille? I do like that. Reminds me of Phoenix. Or Phoenix. Yeah, it's just a stunning colour. I don't know. Maybe I should see if I can contact them. I say that to my mum. I say, water time, been telling for ages. Yes, I know, Chow. See you next time. We'll see you soon, Auntie T. Lovely to have you here on our live. She finally gets on. It's good to see her. Good to see her. So there you go. So this is just a colour to die for. What ply is it? This one here is an 8-ply DK weight. To be fair, I only ever buy the DK weight. However, that Fire and Ice one, that is a 4-ply, which is a light 2-weight. This is a 3-weight, okay, if that makes sense to you. But it's just simply divine. Look at that. I just cannot get enough of this colour. So I will be creating something in this colour on the channel. Again, if I can contact the people involved, I might be able to get... Oh, that's not going to fit in there. Oh, look at that. That's even got the button I bought right there. You can't see, it's a little triangle button thing that I was going to put on that, because the red on that is really red, and I was going to use that red button and I was going to make a shawl with that one because it's a 4-ply or a light 2-weight. Then I thought, would I ever wear it? Not really big on shawls, so maybe as some sort of capelet or something, maybe. Anyway, this is not going to fit. Let's pop it down here. So the naughty corner is there, and that's where I keep all my fancy yarn. All right, and so we say get in the naughty corner. And that's where all the yarn dyed stuff is. Yes, Phoenix, agree, says Ripet. Okay. My autumn is DK, so yay. I do like the DK weight. Takes the red yarn home to keep safe for Mary, since it won't fit. I know, right, Camille? Don't tempt me. Look, it's one of those things. I will try and speak to the yarn dyer and find out if I can get a couple of more skeins. You love it. Or I could see if the yarn dyer has a contrast colour she can offer me, or he. Can't remember who I purchased that from. I really don't remember. There is, I'm not sure if it's already happened. Raylene, you might know this if you're still on. Coburg Town Hall has an annual yarn festival thing, and I think it's this Saturday and Sunday. I could be wrong. If it was last weekend, I'm so sad. But if it was this weekend, I will probably go, if it's this weekend. Now, heads up, I forgot to mention, not sure if I will have the live on this Saturday. We're not sure. There's a lot of things happening on Saturday. It's taking up some of my morning, and I'm not sure if I will be on the live. So keep in mind that I may leave a message saying no live, okay? It might happen, okay? Just keep that in mind. We will still have a normal live next Wednesday as normal. I haven't decided whether there's going to be no live yet, and I won't know until Friday night. So, yeah, thanks, Raylene. I'm not getting any notifications on it. I don't understand how people are able to purchase from that show when I never see it advertised. I never see any ads on, nothing. I see nothing. So it's very interesting. We understand, do what you have to do. Yeah, there are an occasional, the last time I did this was my daughter's wedding. I took a Saturday off for my daughter's wedding. So this Saturday, there's a lot happening. It's happening early in the morning. So I don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to do. And I know the house is going to have a million people running in and out. So the live may not go ahead. But we'll see. I'm not going to say yet. I'll wait till Saturday. I'll wait till Friday night. I'll know by Friday night, and I'll leave a post on the community board to let you all know that tomorrow there'll be no live, or tomorrow there'll be a live like normal, that kind of thing. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I am going to head off. Saturday the 14th of June and the 15th of June. So it's past, Sunday the 15th. Yeah, it passed. No, that's next month. Oh, gosh, that's next month. Oh, thanks, Raylene. That's next month. Oh, we're going to that. You're going to go to that, Raylene? I want to go to that. I definitely will go to that. I'm not sure if I'll do the Saturday and the Sunday. It would mean no live because I want to get there Saturday morning early to get the specials and all the discounts, to get all the fancy yarn that I want. But there you go. All right, thank you for that. I'm going to write that down, actually, 14th and 15th of June. Was that 14 and 15 or 15 and 16? Oh, Mary. 14 and 15. She's so naughty. June. And Coburg Town Hall. Coburg Town Hall, it's a place here in Melbourne, northern suburbs of Melbourne. And it's a hall, you know, but it's a big one and it's a fancier hall than the average one. Well, it's not fancy, but it's a comfortable. Sorry, got something on. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. So they usually have that once a year. Usually it's around the Mother's Day time. It's an unusual time to do it in June. But there you go. Oh, Luana. Oh, hi. Bye. We're all going. Good night to you all. That's it. Great. I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. Don't forget tomorrow's project is going up. It is a mystery project. That's a small mystery project, but not big, but not small. Don't you love it? Wendy's color combination that she chose on our live, one of our lives, that's going up tomorrow. Definitely has been recorded. 3/4 has been edited. The last bit needs to be edited, and then it needs to go up, and I might pop a little funny skit on it too, just for Fluffy Kitten. If it's not raining. If it's raining, I can't do it because it's going to be outside. I can't do it indoors. Or maybe I could do it in here. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you very much for joining us. I will see everyone very soon. This is Wild Crochet Designs, and, well, I'm just Mary. Just Mary. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all. Bye.